Today, I get an education on Angelina Jordan from two of her biggest fans. Keep watching. Hi everybody, it's Christi Bovee with the Voice Love Company. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the little bell below so you don't miss a single video or when I go live. Today's video is brought to you by Groove Digital. Groove Digital is a suite of products that includes all the tools you need to run your online business without having to worry about managing the multiple subscriptions to a variety of services every month. It's a one-stop shop for your things like brand websites with full navigation, custom domain names, and the ability to sell your products and services online no matter where you live in the world. You can get your online business started with Groove. Take a closer look for yourself and pick up your free account when you click on my affiliate link in the description box below. This video is also brought to you by enthusiastic voice lovers just like you. Thank you. Well, this video is a long time coming. Back in August, I was interviewed for the Wrapped in a Warm Blanket Angelina Jordan podcast. Alan Papier and Pontus Osterlund are two super fans of Angelina Jordan who are not only really knowledgeable about her career and her songbook itself, but also have a really interesting and very intellectual approach to how the music makes them feel. And because of the high level of emotional intelligence that I find Angelina Jordan has as a very young vocalist, I was so intrigued to be able to have this conversation with them. I want to share a few excerpts from that conversation today.
So should we do like a meet and greet? Alan, can you do that?
Hello, Pontus. What shall we talk about tonight?
I think the subject is something to do with Angelina Jordan.
Right. Shall it just be the two of us, or shall we invite a special guest?
Yeah, why not? Hello, Christi.
Hello, gentlemen. Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure.
That sounded really, really natural.
All of the videos that you have on YouTube, you are very articulate with your feelings, as well as with the voice itself. And so we are looking forward to this podcast because there's so many people out there who have these feelings which either they're not near the surface or they cannot put it into words. So we want to use this podcast as a vehicle to help people understand the language of what we're talking about.
Well, I just love that. It's very much a part of how I teach. And very much a part of how I experience music. To me, it's almost spiritual. It's you have to be in your body to really be able to do what you're talking about, Alan. And I think a lot of people don't live there. I see it a ton when I'm working with students. They're just not connecting at a heart level, with a heart fully alive. And my goal in life is to help people get to a space where they are healthy enough emotionally and mentally to be able to live out of that fully alive place. That's my passion for sure.
What you've just said, Christi, is really, really interesting because I have just heard that maybe we could and should have a dual track podcast where we have talk about Angelina Jordan and we have talk about psychology and being connected, because that is a great dual way to approach the subject.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. I have complete agreement with that. Yes.
I have to walk such a tightrope with the type of videos that I make, because on one hand, I'm trying to publicize the strength of what Angelina does and the sheer talent, while at the same time not really being too invasive in her private life. Having said that, I think one of her great assets, which is unsung, is she is extremely connected. I don't think she could sing the way she does without being extremely connected. If you want to know what connected is, look at a baby, a 1-year-old baby. They're continually connected without interruption.
Exactly. They're connected at a soul level without any hindrances to making their needs known. They're not ashamed. They're not embarrassed. They're just themselves in the fullest way you can be. And I agree. I think that Angelina, I've always said this about her in the reaction videos I've done. She's an old soul. It's like there's this knowingness about her inside her that is just beyond her years. It's really quite fascinating to me to see her in action, to see the way she moves about in the world and the way she approaches music and the way she's making music. It's so fascinating. And I do think she is coming from this soulish level with everything she does, very intentionally.
You see, what strikes me is there are many other people who are old souls. There are many other people who have great voices and great singers. But what is different about Angelina? I mean, if there are many, many old souls around, why is her old soul different than what we've experienced before? How's that for a difficult question?
That's a tough one. How do you, what do you think?
I think the answer is so complex. It's like an 8-part answer. You know, I think a lot of it has to go back to the ancient Persian culture, which has sort of gotten into her marrow, and that's sort of like she's almost like a Persian queen in her disposition and her outlook. And, you know, she has a type of royalty to her while being humble, which is a wonderful combination, a humble royalty.
Her message is such a honest sort of thing that you can take into your heart and not only take it into your heart, but you want to share it. That was what I felt anyway. That's why I started my YouTube channel, because this is somebody that has this message and this sort of vision that I want other people to have.
I think too that it takes a certain kind of person to notice that. You've got to be in a certain space in your own heart and life to be able to see how special she is. So that there needs to be an honorable mention for the fans, her fans in particular, because I do think they operate at a higher vibration, if that's not too woo-woo a term. But I think that you're just to see how people can see her, can truly see her and appreciate where she's coming from and speak the same language almost, if that makes sense. Because it is it's a heart connection that I'm hearing you talk about with her.
I think that you have to be some kind of a little bit of in lack of a better word, a seeker in life to sort of get that sort of message across. And if you're just going about your business, not thinking about higher stuff, then you might miss it. And then, of course, you just feel, oh, she's a very good singer. But the thing that at least I'm trying to sort of dig a little deeper in is it's something beyond just being a great singer. There's the connection between, I think you said it in one of your reactions, there is some kind of special connection between her and the audience.
Right.
So, Christi, let me ask you a very specific question. How does Angelina get such emotion into her voice?
That is a difficult question to answer as well, because it is the it factor, isn't it? The thing that you hear people sing or perform, and there's just something, it's magic. It really is magic. And she has got that without question. Her ability to communicate the lyric and to bring across all of everything, all the goodness. It's such a gift that she carries. It's something that I don't know that it can be taught. I really don't. I think it's something that you either have or you don't.
And I think you said in your first reaction, you did, I put a spell on you, right?
Yes. That was my first time to ever see or hear her.
Yeah. And that is, of course, one of the most striking performances right there. And you said that you used the word prodigy.
Yes, definitely.
And I think, isn't that word, like, we use that word when we can't explain it. I mean, it's something unexplainable that, yeah, you said she has the it factor. And you can also replace that she is a prodigy. The way I see the world, of course, I mean, I can respect people that have different views of the world, but the way I see it, she is not different from me or you or anybody else. She's not from outer space.
Right.
She is a human, and that is for me the most amazing thing. She's just another human, and we have all that potential within us.
Yes, I love that. Yes, absolutely. And I think that's why when you hear her sing these cover songs, I'm thinking of All I Ask, the Adele song. There's such an honesty in the way she's able to bring that forward, that the meaning and the lyric, even though it really is beyond her human experience right now as a 14, 15-year-old, right? I mean, but I felt like she did it better than Adele. And I think I said that and got in trouble. That's okay. It's my opinion,
Well,
but
you're not the first to say that.
I think that's what Alan was getting at earlier. She's coming at it from this place of purity of heart. And I love what you said, Pontus, about that's within all of us. We have the capability of living at that level. And if anything, when I listen to her music, it makes me want to aspire. It's like me saying, I'm a little bit jealous. It makes me want to aspire to live at that same level of honesty and purity of heart, and the ability to bring forward my gifting. It's not going to look like hers, but it's going to look like mine, and it's going to look like yours, Pontus, and yours, Alan. When we walk in that, I keep saying the word fullness, but it is such a place of completion almost. That's where I feel like she's a master, and yet, like you said, she's able to once she's done, she's able to just be herself in honesty there as well as a 15-year-old teenager. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
She transforms people's lives by the sound she's making. And that's the best, that's the highest work you could do in the world as a human being. So yeah, that's my heartbeat for sure. And it's about finding your voice as a person, not as a singer or a speaker or an actor. It's finding your voice as a human, which is something Angelina, she does, and is such a wonderful example to us all. So. That conversation was so rich, and my heart was so full after having it. It's the kind of conversation you love having with people about your favorite band. You really geek out about something, but your friends and family, just their eyes glaze over when you want to really talk deeply about things. I just love the way Alan and Pontus make space for these kinds of conversations. I highly recommend their podcast. And in an email that they sent to me the next day, they said they wanted to continue my education in Angelina Jordan. And so they sent me a few excerpts. Now, they are both YouTubers as well. And so I really encourage you to go and look for their channels. I'm going to leave all of these links in the description box below. And I really encourage you to go and find them because they are really great reactors and very wonderful specialists around Angelina Jordan herself. This first video is from Alan Papier's YouTube channel. And in this, he deconstructs Etta James at last. He has multiple examples of it being done by many different popular singers. But then he also includes this excerpt of Angelina Jordan doing the song at different stages of her life.
Now we come to our main feature, which is Angelina Jordan. What we've done, we've looked at 5 different versions of Angelina Jordan, ages 7, 8, 9, 9, and 10 and a half. And whereas we saw how the voice changed over 30, 40 years with Etta James and Joni Mitchell, now we're looking at a much smaller period of time, but how the voice is changing in a different direction, how she's growing into her voice. Especially the last version, you can hear Angelina's greater range and the power of her voice. Very interesting to compare the different versions of the same song by Angelina Jordan.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. Age 7. Oh my goodness.
My love.
Age 8, you can hear the difference. Much more connection. Beautiful.
My heart was wrapped up in a clover.
Age 9. Goodness gracious, wow. I think he said this was 9 and a half. Age 9.
I can call my own. I found the thrill to press my cheek to a thrill that I had never known.
Okay, so she's changed the key. She's singing higher. Age 10. Wow. Wow.
At last, my love has come along.
Age 15.
My lonely days are over, and life is like a song. Oh,
Just
yeah,
walking around in a parking garage.
At last,
Can you imagine hearing
the
that?
skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped up in the clover. The night I looked at you, I found a dream that I could speak to.
That is incredible, and I really encourage you to catch Alan Papier's video where he puts different singers singing the same song, and specifically Angelina Jordan's multiple performances over really her lifetime, because she started so incredibly young. That's amazing, and I'm so grateful that they sent that one to me. They also wanted me to watch 2 of Angelina's breakout performances when she first started on Norway's Got Talent. This is Gloomy Sunday. She's so darling.
Not where the black gold of sorrow has taken you. Angels are no bar, I'm never returning you. Would make me angry if I fall at joining you. Gloomy Sunday.
Wow. Actually, I'm amazed at how much vocal control she has at this age. She's remarkable.
I'll wake and I'll find you asleep in the deep of my heart. Darling, I hope that my dream never harmed you. My heart is telling you how much I wanted you. Gloomy Sunday.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Incredible. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. How much vocal control she had at that age, at her breakout moment. Incredible. I feel like it's almost even, maybe because I Put a Spell on You was lower. That was my first song that I listened to. Hearing her sing up a little higher, she just soars. Her voice is connected. Those vocal folds are connecting with so much style, so much artistry. She's an old soul in a little body, that's for sure. She's absolutely incredible. The second clip they sent for me to watch to further my Angelina Jordan education was this one, Summertime, from another episode of Norway's Got Talent.
Summertime.
So cute. Oh my gosh. Those low notes for a kid her age, that's amazing.
Fish are jumping and the curtain is high. Oh, your dad is rich and your ma is good looking. Little baby, don't you cry.
So incredible. Oh my goodness. I love how she's able to bring forth this style, this Billie Holiday kind of voice. She's channeling Billie Holiday. It's pretty incredible. And you can hear her vibrato's a little affected. She's making that happen, you know, but it is something that she grows into. Obviously, she's just this fully complete package now. You can hear how her voice has grown. You could hear it in Alan's for video with all the different versions of At Last. She's just remarkable. She's continued to work on her voice, continued to just blossom and shine. It really is truly incredible. Well, that's it for me today. Like if you liked it, subscribe, and don't forget to share with someone you know loves Angelina Jordan. You can ask me any question about your voice in the comments down below, on my blog at voicelove.co, on Instagram at The Voice Love Company, and now on Wiseo.com. Get all those details in the description box below. Well, one thing is for sure, Angelina Jordan is so fortunate to have two fans like Alan and Pontus. And I am so excited to have this opportunity to talk with them, but also to be interacting with all of you in the comments. I know you Angelina Jordan fans are quite a community. She is so blessed to have you all in her corner. And it's going to be so much fun to see all of the wonderful music she creates in the years to come. Keep finding your voice. Keep making your sound in the world today. The world is waiting for what you and only you bring. And remember, you are loved. Bye-bye.